Hello everyone, my name is Chloe. For today, I'm going to be talking about a really nice topic that we've just learned in science, which is axis and equator. Well, this is a really important thing when we're learning about science and Earth and space because it is a really important part of Earth that we would need a lot when we're learning things. So now let's come to this definition. What are they? First is axis. So axis is not a real thing. It is just like an apparent thing that you guys could find, but in actual reality, there's not really an axis line. So an axis is an imaginary line from the North Pole to the South Pole, and so this is just an imaginary. And when you look at the globe, you guys will see like the stroke of it being like that as the axis, but in reality, there's not such thing as an axis. So it is an imaginary line that connects from the top of the earth to the bottom of the earth, and it usually would go through in the middle. So if you guys have ever looked at a globe, you could see that it's tilting, right? So at the side of the tilt, there you guys could see is the axis. So it is an imaginary line from the North Pole to the South Pole of Earth. Next is equator. So equator is also an imaginary line, and you can't actually find it in Earth, but it is a line that will encircle the whole Earth. So imagine a globe, like a circle like this, and you guys will have the equator, so the equator will surround the Earth and encircle the Earth, and it will split the Earth into the two hemispheres that we have, which are North Hemisphere and the Southern Hemisphere. So now let's come to some interesting facts about each one. First is axis. Well, as I've said, the axis will run through the center of the Earth. So this is the line here, and it runs in the center, not outside, but in the center. And on that line is the line that the Earth rotates on. So you guys would know the Earth's rotation, right? It does not rotate it like this, but because the Earth is tilted, it will rotate it in a direction like this. So it will rotate on the axis, and so that is all about the axis. Earth will tilt like the axis. So if the axis tilts, the Earth will tilt. And so because of the rotation from Earth, we have one rotation equals to 24 hours, which means a day. So when the Earth rotates through the axis, there would have things such as like day and night that we know. So each rotation is equal to 24 hours, and because of these rotations, it calls day and night, where one face of the Earth, which is one face here in the axis, will face the sun. And so the sun here would shine, and this part here of the Earth will be day, and this part here that does not get a light will be night. And so when the Earth rotates, it will continuously change, and the sun will continuously provide day in different parts. Next is equator. So equator, as I've said, is an imaginary line that wraps around the Earth and split it into two hemispheres. So you guys can call it also two halves. So the top half is the northern hemisphere, and the bottom half is the southern hemisphere. So that is all I want to talk about axis and equator. If you guys ask me why, these are really important for your learning, because if you base on the axis and the equator, you guys could have longevity and longevity, which are two important things that stakes out different parts in the Earth. So it's the reason why that I really want to tell you guys about it. And thank you so much for listening to my video, and goodbye. See you in the next video.